Time now for this week's shocking stat of the week. Well, maybe I should file this instead under fascinating stat of the week. It's all courtesy of the latest Harvard-Harris poll on U.S. politics. I mean, these are interesting findings. I mean, given the constant negative media coverage of Donald Trump, I think there was a blatant preference for the Democratic Party of so many in the commentariat, but it seemed to blind them to the blatant shortcomings of Hillary Clinton. I mean, somehow her dealings and those of the Clinton Foundation with Russia, which are not in dispute and are well documented, don't seem to matter, especially when compared to unproven allegations involving Donald Trump. We'll see how those investigations go. But you may also be shocked, not just fascinated or amazed. But the results of this poll, the Harvard-Harris poll, confirm the main theme on Money Talks, and that is the relentless decline in the confidence of government and the massive economic and financial implications. And this is fueled by all parties. This is what the poll found. 37% approve and 63% disapprove of the way the Republican Party is handling its job. Now, this was of a sample that had a higher skewing of Democrats, but it also found that despite that fact, and they talked about now how the Democratic Party is handling its job, only 38% approve, basically the same, and 62% disapproved of the way they were handling it. So basically a dead heat within the margin of error. Both 63% disapproval of the way the two major parties are handling things. Also interesting, Donald Trump received a favorable rating from 45% of respondents to the poll. Hillary Clinton was viewed favorably by only 39%. So after all of the stuff that's been going on since absolutely the moment Donald Trump was elected, Hillary Clinton is still viewed less favorably. President Trump was viewed favorably by 50%. Hillary Clinton, can I correct that? Trump received favorable ratings from 45%, Clinton from 39%. When they asked about unfavorable, 50% said Donald Trump was unfavorable, but Hillary Clinton, 56%, she was unfavorable. And finally, a couple more things. On the U.S. election, when asked, who do you think is more to blame for Hillary Clinton's loss of the election? 67% chose Hillary and her campaign team for running a weak campaign. Only 33% said all these other things you've been hearing about since the get-go. Forces like Russia, former FBI Director Comey's interference, that kind of thing. The Democratic National Committee not having reliable voter data. There's been a huge list. I mean, it seems to me that many supporters of the Democratic Party did everything but look in the mirror. Well, only 33% in the poll thought that was right. 67% said it was because of her and her campaign team. And by the way, when asked about keeping the focus on the Russia investigation, only 44% said do it. 56% said move on to other issues. Just an interesting snapshot of what's going on. But for me, when I look at things like that, it's not political. I want to see how it's jiving with our main theme, and it certainly is reinforcing it, that we are witnessing a relentless decline in the confidence of government. This has been confirmed in so many different polls, but in this case, the disapproval rating is basically a dead heat between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, and that's right on cue for our trend.